Hi everyone. So this video is about the sumo deadlift. The sumo deadlift is a great exercise for me as assistance work because it targets the legs far more, the legs, hammies, glutes, hips. It targets that far more than the conventional deadlift, especially for me. The key of the sumo is that it's a lot closer to a squat than it is to a conventional deadlift, really. So there's going to be an emphasis on the hammies, glutes and external torque that we see on the sumo that we will not see on the conventional deadlift. Conventional will be internal torque. Sumo, hopefully, will be external torque. So there's a few things that we're going to look at when we see my sumo here. There's going to be a few reps. Let me go back at the beginning. So I'm concentrating. So what am I looking for, right? So let me take you step by step. I had the chance to be taught by the great Sam Alduenda, who was a specialist of the sumo. So I have a very good understanding of the fundamentals. That doesn't mean I can do them well. It just means I have a very good understanding of them. So there's a key point that we're going to look at, and understand also that external torque on my left is a problem that I'm working on. This is why I'm doing so much work on the sumo deadlift as assistance work, because it's going to help me fix that external torque, right? So a few key that I'm looking at right off the bat is I want my shoulders to be lined up with the bar. Sorry. Sorry. Let me redo this. I want that line, so the bar and my shoulders to be lined up. So this is where I would like them, and you can tell I'm here. So that means that my shoulders are slightly forward compared to the bar. What I would like to have is a completely perpendicular line. So something like that. And you can tell from the angles of my arms, that's not what we're getting. So what does that mean? That means I don't have the hammies and glutes to achieve the proper position yet. So that's going to be something. Something I'm going to look at also is that knee right here. I'm going to want to create external torque, right? So that means that I do not want to see that knee shooting back. If he shoots back and toward the inside, that means I'm in internal torque, and that's an issue. I want a good external rotation on that hip, which I don't have either. So external torque, external rotation on the left is a problem. But most likely, I'm going to look at the movement of the knee to see what is happening. So that's going to be an important one. And also what I'm going to look at is this line right here. I'm going to have this line right there. And what I want to see is my butt coming up faster than my shoulders? If my shoulders go up, I'm happy. If my butt goes out first, I am not. So we're going to look at all those three things at the same time. So as I was mentioning, so that knee right there and that line. So that knee is too big, so let me redo it. Right. So we're going to go one step at a time. And so I am setting up here. Right, so set up, that means my line, I have full tension. So step number one, that line right there, is it where I'm at? Now my arm, see, I'm almost there, but not quite. I still need a bit more hammies, I can tell right away. So now we're going to look at that baby right there. And as I move, you see how that knee comes back? There, that's very obvious right there. See how that knee comes in? I can also tell you that it rotates in, internal rotation. So that means that at that moment, I'm in internal torque, and that's not what I want out of the sumo at all. And if we look at the line that I was talking about that I would do right here, and I go here, look at what happens. I go this way, look how much my butt turns. My shoulder haven't moved yet, and look how much my butt comes up. All this is wasted tension. And so finally, the weight moves off the floor. And as the weight moves off the floor, I'm going to draw another line and go from the bar up. And this is where I want it to be. And I'm actually more forward this way. Why am I forward this way? Because my butt came out, which obviously drove me forward. If I do it in slow motion again, look how much I'm going to rock forward. You see that? Like my butt comes up and my shoulders come forward slightly, like that motion right there. So the knees, again, the knees come back, and that's a dead giveaway right there. The butt comes up too fast. So you have to understand for that first rep, by the way, that I'm scared shitless. Like that external torque on the left is just not wanting to go. I don't think he ever did. And as I'm loading this, I can tell there is a great discomfort mentally about the lift. Like I can't load in external torque on my left hip. It is such an obvious feeling at that particular moment of the lift. It's crazy. So I want here, right? And then I'm going to lift. But you see, like, look where my butt is. and it's all there. So as the knee walks back, my knee shoots up. I have finally tension here. So that's where I would want to start the lift, is right there. Where that knee stops moving, there. See, it's still moving back. Right. Oh man, it's worse than I thought. It's moving back all the way up to here. So this is a moment where I'm good. Right? And I'm already a good 4 inches off the floor. So I did not load off the floor at all. The reason is I can't create external torque on my left to save my life right now. So at least on the first rep. So I'm going up. And now let's see that second rep. So you can tell, by the way, that as I lower the weight, I'm not exactly working in the same place. So that's interesting. So let me redo the lines because I changed everything. So we're going to look again at the knee on the second rep. Aha! Look at that, how much, it still come out. He was better off the ground there. Didn't move too much. No, still moving back. I'm still shooting way too much. He was a little bit better in the sense of he shot up less there. Yeah, he shot up a bit less, but here I'm just trying to make space for the bar. I'm still going back way too much. So let's see about the other lines. If I go here and I go perpendicular, well, it's not exactly perpendicular, but you get the idea. It's actually a bit better. I'm a little bit more bright. The reason is because I'm starting to find my line. As I feel that I'm getting confidence, let me draw the line. There we go. I'm starting to get confidence into the lift. So I load. Oh, it's still there. See, like I drop forward and the butt still comes up a bit. So that's because I'm starting to gain confidence. It's not there yet, but I'm starting to gain confidence into that left. Which way do I go? No, this way. Into that left external torque. And so I'm going to go show you a few more reps because at some point I actually do it well. There we go. So now let's look at that, because as I rep went on, as I was saying, I started to gain confidence more and more and more into the lifting because I felt I could actually crank on that left external torque. And so as I lift there, there we go. That's less. See how far less? So I'm finding tension, 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 and there. I'm starting to lift, and from the moment I lift, my knee comes, but not nearly as much as before. Right? There's a lot less of that back movement. I need to get my knees out of the way, but that's fine. And so we're going to see if it translates into that there. Should give us a good idea. And so, right. So my hips still come up first, but far less on this one. Everything still come up first, but it's a lot less than it was before. As I'm cranking more and more on that external torque, last reps, still. See how much I'm doing it? I'm getting tired. Look at that. Still there, losing all that tension this way. It's getting better on the knee. It's getting somewhat better on the knee. It's better on the knee. I'm cranking a lot less, but my hips still come up first. So that's to show you why I'm using the sumo and how it needs to be done. So what we want again is we want an external torque. So we want that knee to, it will shoot somewhat back a little bit just to create space. But if you were to start at a very good starting position with like where this tension right here, what I would want to see in a perfect position would be the shins there are perpendicular to the ground. The shoulders are perpendicular to the ground. The back is locked. And that's my pulling line, right? The shins needs to be perpendicular to the ground, the arm length, and the back, everything should go up at the same time. I'm going to find tension, and nope. I'm pulling. Okay, so I'm pulling there. I don't know what I'm doing on that double stuff. I guess but there. Right, so machines are almost perpendicular. See, there they start to be. So I'm losing tension, and all this I can tell you is that I'm not achieving the good position because my hammies and glutes just won't let me, especially the external torque on the left, right? So whenever if you're doing the template, you're going to see that there's a lot of sumo that I'm going to ask you to do. It's because that's what we're trying to build. So wide stance, feet out, external torque, shin perpendicular to the ground, arms perpendicular to the ground, and do not let your butt come up before your shoulders. That would be a good sumo. So as you can see, there's plenty of mistakes on that side, but I will fix them as we move, and every 2 weeks or so, I'll post a video to show you how I'm making the progress through developing my hammies and that external torque correctly. Cool? Any questions, post them in the comments. Thank you, guys.